much excitement because I really just want to see the women of God, our kingdompreneurs and our bosspreneurs, just really learn the secrets, not only of heaven, but of business and how to make that ministry to industry fusion. And so I'm so excited that God has tasked me with such an amazing task, to be able to pray with my girlfriends all around the world. So for those of you who are not familiar with me, my name is LaMonica Madden, founder of Monetize Your Brand Business School. And so today I want to talk to you about, of course, with the first installment, prayer. So oftentimes, let me tell you, oftentimes we begin to pray and we begin to ask God and we begin to speak things and decree and declare things. And when they don't come to pass as quickly as we may want them to, we get discouraged and we change our confession. And then it goes from, God, I'm praying for my business. Blessed, Lord, I speak blessings, I speak new clients, I speak lives going to be changed. It goes from that, and then when it doesn't happen in an instantaneous fashion, it goes from, maybe I'm not called to do this, or maybe I'm out of the will of God, or maybe I miss God, or God is just not hearing my prayers, when in fact, indeed, He is. He has absolutely heard you. There is a whole room in heaven. The vision that God, how He showed me this, there's this entire room in heaven. It's as high as you can see, as far back as it could go, and it's all these angels hustling and bustling, and they've got these packages and things like that. And in the vision, in the story, you know, the woman asked, the Lord said, Lord, what is this room? He said, this is the prayer room. And so the angels are taking your prayers, the prayers of the saints, and they're going to where your name is, and they're grabbing the blessings, and they're grabbing the manifestations, and they're zooming down from one atmosphere to another, to the earth realm, to deliver the answer of what you prayed for. Now, in the story of Daniel, you may remember in Daniel, Daniel was praying. He was seeking God for something. And he had to fast and pray for 21 days. However, the Bible says that as soon as Daniel prayed, God heard him. And God sent His answer to him by way of Gabriel. But what happened was, the prince of Persia, or the principality that was over Persia, which was prince for short, the principality over Persia was like, no, I'm not going to let you get this word to Daniel. So in the middle of Gabriel delivering the message, delivering the answer to Daniel, the prince of Persia decided to wage war and try to ambush Gabriel. So now Gabriel and the prince of Persia is in this all-out battle. And he's fighting to get the answer, to get the message to Daniel that God heard your prayer and here's your answer for it right here. But the prince of Persia wouldn't let him. So there was spiritual warfare going on, stopping Gabriel, stopping the angel from getting the blessing to Daniel. So much so that Daniel had to call for backup. He had to call Michael. So Michael had to leave his post. Michael leaves his post to come help and fight off the prince of Persia so Gabriel could leave the battle, go deliver the message to Daniel and say, hey, Daniel, I just want to let you know, as soon as you prayed, God heard you and sent me with the answer. But I've been fighting. I've been waging war and fighting to get this to you because the prince of Persia tried to intercept and intercede. Now I have to go back to the fight because I left Michael there to handle it for me. Now we got to go back and finish this off. But just to let you know, God heard you and here's your answer. How many times do you pray and you don't know that there's spiritual warfare going on your behalf? That you're praying for your family, you're praying for your business to grow, you're praying for new clients, you're praying for God to increase your territory, increase your visibility, be it television networks, be it magazine articles. And then when it doesn't happen, you change your confession. Don't change your confession. Do like Daniel did. Continue to fast. Continue to pray. Continue to decree and declare until you see the manifestation of it. Because what would have happened if Daniel would have said, you know what? All right, God, forget it. You ain't hearing me. It must not be your will for my life. Forget it. Now, in the middle of this battle, the Prince of Persia has just won. The Prince of Persia has just won the battle because Daniel decided to lose his faith in God. Lose his faith. When the Bible says that whatsoever you ask in my name according to my will for your life, consider it granted. That I will have it. If you ask anything according to my will for your life, that I will give you. I spent this morning studying all the scriptures in the Bible where God and Jesus, which are one and the same, but two talking, because God was speaking in Old Testament, Jesus was speaking in New Testament, but saying, whatever you ask, I'll give you. Just believe, just have faith. If you ask anything in my name, and you do not doubt, and you do not waver, and you maintain the faith, consider it yours. And he didn't just say, oh, if you ask just for the Bible. So it doesn't necessarily all have to be spiritual. But it does need to be according to God's will for your life. Listen, it's not God's will for you to live in poverty. The Bible says, whatsoever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. Whatsoever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. There's no poverty in heaven. There's no lack in heaven. So there's no reason for you to live under the curse of the enemy by being bound and being in a state of poverty, because that's not God's will for your life. So I can speak, Lord, I bind the spirit of poverty. I bind the works of poverty. I bind the residue of poverty and anything that looks like poverty. And I loose prosperity, and I loose your angel armies to begin to go into warfare on my behalf to make sure that everything that my hand touches shall prosper. So, I just want to leave you with this. Girlfriend, when you pray, stay consistent with the prayer. Believe God. Don't doubt. Don't waver. And watch the manifestation take place in your life. Thank you so much for your time. I love you. God bless. Bye.